Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Jamil once again, and it was a very long weekend. I wish you had a very good day and you enjoy a lot in this day. So let's concentrate on the chart. So last week we have done discuss. This is going to be support for the market because this is immediate support where the market was standing in previous week, and if this range has taken off, then 14,000 round level 14,000 round level will going to be very crucial for the market. If this range has taken off, that market should take support at this level. But if we saw that market already start to closing 14,000 round level below this range, so it's look like market is completely on a selling pressure. And the next support, if we find out, it is coming out 13,200 level, because where the last time market was on with the buyer. So generally, when the market after closing this week, the next week, when the market started going on the higher side, all of the buyer put their SL here. They are not going to put SL here, so they shift SL. They shift their SL and replace will going to be this here. So the moment after opening this slightly gap down, the market has taken all of the buyer SL at this level. There is no any buyer. Generally, there will be no any buy in the market to hold and will take off the market. So right now market look like completely negative. There is no any buying scenario in the market, and the next support 13,200 round level, and which is expectedly I think 500 or 650 550 range where the market is standing to find its next support. But this is only on weekly time frame. So if I take a time to show you the monthly chart, which is something interesting point market is making. So the last 2 months, if we saw, seller try to sell in the market and they try to close in the market below, but market has sharply moved on and closing on higher range. And similarly, the next second month again, seller try to sell in the market. So each and every 10 to 15 day of the month, seller are in the market, they try to sell in the market. That after 50 70 days later, market sharply move upside and closing on the positive side. So last 2 months we see similar movement on the market. So this week similar things are going to happen. Right now this month is already 18 day is over 18 days over already. So right now market is still on the selling pressure. So what we could expect, if this month, if seller are huge and seller are strong on the market, definitely they will try to close below this range 30,000 round level. Then if these things happen, then we could expect that market is going to be scary, very big scary scenario for the market. So if I zoom out the chart, we could see a very clearly that market was completely on upside momentum, which is very good sign. It was completely on a very good upside momentum. Then at this range 16,500 something or 200 something range is start to retest here. So definitely if this range is breakout, the next immediate support is going to be 12,000 level. So it is look like still that market chances are very high that he will fall down if this month, but this month need to be closed near on 13,000 round level. Seller, let the seller prove that they're in the market, they are strong. We don't expect that this kind of candle again will happen this month, because the month is already running fast and still the market completely on negative pressure. So we could expect, if seller are strong and confident, definitely they will close below 30,000 round level. So this level has already multiple time test, and as we know, if support and resistance multiple time uh, tested, the chances are very high it will fall down here. So this kind of things market are making on a monthly time frame. So let's jump into the daily time frame to understand how we can take it or how the market can move. Mm, Interesting point on the daily chart. If I draw the line here, market last 4 day trading session completely on a range. So definitely it is look like market is waiting for a news. Generally the market, you won't see, if I show you the previous time movement, and it will come out in here also. Definitely this is going to be a range where the market last time also accumulate a 3 to 4 trading session. That market has ultimately gap up, then he sharply fall down from here. So it is kind of a news movement. So this is exactly things are going to be happening here. At the 4 day trading session, we find out that at similar support and resistance market continuously trading on the same level. This is generally happen when the market are waiting for news. The news could be a bad news, it could be bad news. Definitely if it is bad news, that it will be sharply falling. If it is good news, then it will pause here, then in next day or next week it will go on the higher side. So what we can plan generally, the next support as we saw in the day time weekly time frame, which is 13,200 level. But right now, if we talk about, this is going to be a major support for the market, 13,750, because the last time market has buyer was act here, he takes support first, then he take a breakout here. After breakout, he is going to first support. So as we know in the price action, on the support and resistance, if market are coming the first time you need to buy in the market. But I'm not saying go and buy in the market for tomorrow. I'm just saying the price movement after break this level, that market first time coming on his support level. So chances look like market will take a support here, or he may hold 1 to 2 days, then trend will decide. Still market in the negative sign, there is no any buying sign in the market, that market will go on the higher side, because these are the candle was enough sign that market is still the seller. As we also saw on previous I think some of the other stock and weekly analysis, that if market with the buyer, then we don't see this kind of red candle, this kind of big red candle on the top. So market is still giving us a sign that market is still with the seller in the market. So don't planning to buy in the market until market has show you the proof that he is holding here, or he already making w pattern here. Then we will discuss to buying in the market in future. But at this moment, there is no any support, and there is no any buying signal in the market. But definitely this is going to be a support 13,750. It may, it will in Monday morning. I feel like if they're going to be opening the flat, we might see a sharp falling in the till this 13,750. After this level reach, then market need to halt somewhere, then trend will decide. If as we talk about, if this news is good, then we could see a positive momentum. If this news is good, then we could be selling, we could see a sharply selling. As we talk about in weekly time frame, then 13,200 going to be the next support for the market. So let's jump into 50-minute time frame to take a trade. Little bit load first. So right now, the last day, if you see our analysis, we have discussed, we were planning to buy in the market. If the market going to open 14,150 above this range, we will buy in the market. But what the market has done, after opening in the flat, he started completely on the negative sign. So as a trader, you need to be flexible. You cannot be emotional attachment with the price, because you need to see this candle. What I saw many time on the higher range, if you saw this kind of big momentum, that means there is a chances are very high that market will take a reversal. This is the initial reversal sign for the market. We planning to buy in the market. You need to give a condition to the market, that as we did, that 14,150, once the market going to open in the higher range, we will buy in the market. But after opening our range, he completely made a very bearish with a very big candle on the top. So that could be, you need to change your plan immediately. You need to be seller from the buyer, because this is going to be initial sign that market going to reverse from the top. So then market has completely start falling from the top, and 14,000 we planning, we will only sell below this range. Then market also close below range at the same time, at the same day. So let's talk about how we can trade for tomorrow. For an example, so let's for example, the market is going to open in here. Then you, if the market going to open in here, still we can planning to selling till 13,800 round level, and 13,750 going to be our first target. So if this thing is going to be happen only if market going to open in the flat range, then second plan, let's see, we planning to selling the market after opening the flat range, then market directly opening the gap down, which is 13,750 in between market. Then you need to be wait for 1 day, because chances are very high it will try to go on the higher side, because these are the place where the market will open after opening the gap down, will completely become a buyer zone. So as a buyer zone, buyer will try to go take the market on the higher side. So don't buy in this market, because this is going to immediate support for the market. So maybe it will fall down from here again, or maybe it will break and will go on the higher side. Then we will buy on the market. The once the daily time frame will give us a signal. Daily time frame, we need to check daily analysis what the market is moving. So then we can planning to buy in the market. So the third plan, so market right now is completely a negative, so it could be happen anything. So suppose if market going to open the flat gap up, which is more than 200 300 point, which is look like not possible, but for example we can do that. So after opening this range, we need to be wait for 1 day, because market will need to go somewhere after opening the gap up. So it either he will go on the high side, or either he will go on the downside. So we will draw the line like that. So the way he will close, suppose we closing in this range negative zone, then we can short the market for next day. So similarly, if the market going to open in the higher range, then we can also buy in the market for the short time. So this is how our plan should be for tomorrow. So let's talk about which stock we can trade for tomorrow also. Just let me load it first. The first stock is 1 minute. Procter and Gamble. Procter and Gamble are going to be the first stock that we will take a trade for tomorrow at the selling side, because the market, if I show you the range, it was completely on the upside momentum. Then it has made completely a pole and flag pattern. But the problem is that the buyer was complete the buyer tried to go on the higher side in this candle, but seller already closed below this range. So chances are very high for tomorrow, if market going to open in the flat range, we can sell in the market. So it's also target will be 1 is to 2 156 is a very good target for tomorrow. So let's see what the market, if market going to open in the gap up or gap down, we will ignore it. So if this our plan will be executed, if market going to open in the flat range, then we can initiate our plan. The stock is Procter and Gamble. You can see the uh, name here, Procter and Gamble. So the second stock is going to be, I think, About Laboratory. About Laboratory. If I click here, it is About Laboratory. So this is also for selling stock. If I draw the line here, market buyer try to, after break this level, seller try to break this level, then buyer try to go on the higher side again, then again sellers try to sell, buyer again. So it was completely volatile range, and multiple time this range has been heated. So last closing was, it looked like a negative. So but you need to be wait close 117, 117. As soon as it cross, then you could sell in the market. So the next support is coming out 100, 130, 30, 140 something look like. So it's more than enough to make a 1 is to 2 risk to reward ratio. So the last stock is Pepsi. Pepsi is our last stock. This is also for selling stock, because it was completely on bullish upside momentum. Then completely last, if I draw the line here, it's interesting things. One is completely the last 4 days market has traded uh, on same range, and previous candle, buyer after opening the gap down, buyer closing on the higher side, it was with the buyer. But last closing candle was completely negative, so we can planning to sell in the market. So the target 168, you can also collect this, you can also hold this trade stock till 160. So it is opportunity to sell in the market. So I hope you enjoy the video, guys, and you learn something in this video. And if you learn something and if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel, and I will try to give you a daily market movement view, so you can trade easily. So I hope you enjoy the video, guys. I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much.